Kia ora. Just wanted to, I don't want to be a broken record here because I've kind of talked a little bit about this subject before, but I just wanted to discuss something that the OGs will understand, but I just wanted to respectfully address something before I forge ahead with discussing true crime. I hope this is going to make sense or be received in the way that it's meant. So this channel is a channel by a viewer who simply likes to record things that she's thinking, feeling, pondering, intrigued by, worried about, wondering about, and then upload them to YouTube. So this channel isn't about creating a channel, even though here we are, we've made one anyway together, and it's not about being a creator because I'm not a creator. And why I'm saying this now to you is because, so there's a little girl called Cleo Smith, and she's been missing now for 12 days from a campsite in Western Australia. And I wanted to talk about the things that bother me, intrigue me, interest me, worry me, concern me, etc., surrounding her disappearance. And so today I recorded about an hour and 15 minutes worth of video, which I just stop started, just kept talking, but stop start carry on, just because I don't edit and I use a phone, and I'm limited with my capacity to upload big videos. It's easier if they are a little bit shorter. Anywho, so I took you through everything. So I took you through who's who, where's where, what's what, timelines, everything that happened up to date, and then went back and we talked about something else in the second video, and then a bit more freeform in the third. And then I walked my dog, and while I was walking my dog, I was thinking, I don't want to upload these videos, and I deleted them all. Because I'm not wanting to be, I'm not the news source, and it's not that, look, okay, so look, at the moment I don't have energy, and depression does make it difficult, as it is, to be inspired and energetic and find the muse and speak. And even more so if I were to start going down that path where I felt like, well, first I'm going to sit here. I mean, I mean, I'm not saying they were great. They were decent. They're probably decent, and, presented everything and with little insights and this, that, and the other, and local knowledge or whatever, right? And got through it all. But, it just sucks the inspiration out of everything for me. And I think those types of videos too, where you are doing that for somebody, for the audience, you, it is better if they are crisp and slick, and if they are edited in a way. And I would have liked to have reviewed them and edited them, and and maybe would have had a 20-minute video describing the events, and then a 20-minute one where I begin to discuss some of my thoughts about aspects of the case. So I don't know why I'm explaining something to you that you'll never see, but I guess well, okay, oh, sorry. What I'm saying is it's going to frustrate some people probably to maybe, to come across a video, and especially for this one, right? This is maybe why I felt pressure to do it. Not pressure, it's pressure from myself, let me be clear. Why I felt like I wanted or should do it. It's a case from Australia that I'm presenting, and, many subscribers here at Humanimal channel are from overseas. News here is different, and the information you can get about things is different, and that will really surprise a lot of American viewers. Okay, so I felt an obligation, and it turned resentful in the end, but it wasn't resentful at the time. I just realized later that I resented doing it. I thought, well, so I should just, I can't just do this anymore. It's okay with 50 or 100 subscribers who might be tuning in for the carnivore talks and the pet talks and the wildlife. Who does it matter to if I'm talking about true crime and they don't know what I'm talking about? They don't care, they're not watching. But these days it's a little more likely that somebody will be looking for true crime cases or whatever to watch, and they'll see a video with, Cleo Smith, and they'll want to come on, and they'll be frustrated where I haven't laid down the who, where, what, and the timeline, right? So I wanted to be pleasant and helpful in that way, but I realized, this channel is for people that want to discuss cases that people are interested in. So, I'm not the news source. I'm not the source. I don't want to be the source. I will answer questions in the comment section if you've got queries, and you will tell me things in the comment section when I'm missing gaps in my understanding, or when I misspeak, or when I just don't have information and you do. So, and when you're giving your points of view, it's all wonderful. And that's how I'm just going to continue. To me, it doesn't matter whether there's 50 or whether there would be 5,000. It's just how I'm going to do it. So I just wanted to say this before I forge ahead with talking about things, because I don't want to frustrate people. But that's, it's just not my jam. I was feeling all tied up in knots, and even though I can't remember what I said, but I have no idea now what I was saying in the free form, and whether or not I said things that I now won't revisit because I forgot I said them, and I won't think them again for a little bit. Anywho, so that's that. This is funny. I just had this sitting here. So I'm going to put it on, and I'm going to say, because a sweetheart in a little opportunity shop a whiles back now insisted that I have this. I don't know why. And I don't know how to wear a tiara. My natural instinct, this is my instinct, is Wonder Woman. Okay. But so that's where it's going to go. But I don't want to be the queen of these, because I can't do these hours of information downloads. It's not that I don't enjoy it, but I just want to talk about, I go off on tangents, and I feel like it's a trap. It's a trap for me, because that's not what I'm trying to create. You're probably going to think, why is she even bothering with this and trying to say it? I'm saying it because it did make me upset today. I did get, I did feel negative, and I felt emotional, and I felt I felt like I still want my channel to be what it was when I started, because I started when, you know, when I was in the main throes of starting out recording. It was when, you know, our, our new world had begun, and it's an outlet for me, and I want it to be a safe space for people as well. People that do want to be able to express things that might be cut down elsewhere, okay? And they want to just come out and openly say something. I mean, I'm not talking about trolling. I'm talking about there's a lot of things that we can't talk about sometimes in true crime that you feel like you just want to have a little discussion about, so that maybe you can move on from it. It's the things that you're not welcome to say elsewhere because it's so un-PC. Well, PC is destroying the world in many ways. So that was that. For those of you that are still here, and if you are going to be interested in having discussions here about this Australian crime case, yeah, it's very disturbing, and it's one of these cases where, you know, when you find yourself wanting to give benefit of doubt and see all the other possibilities, when you know what it's like when you're watching when you're watching parents talk and you feel nothing, right? And sometimes they're doing all the right things, but you feel nothing. And sometimes this is what sucks me in to a case. So Cleo Smith is 4 years old, and her family consists of mother Ellie Smith, stepfather Jake, I think his last name is Glidon, and together Jake and Ellie have a 7-month-old daughter, Isla, and they live in a place called Carnarvon, or Carnarvon actually we say, and that's in Western Australia. If you imagine Australia, it's this westernmost point, and if you imagine Australia being sliced down nearly sort of a third on one side, that from north to south, that entire area, that's all Western Australia. There are no nearby borders. This is not East Tennessee with 5-6 states within 20 to 40 minutes. No. So the family left Carnarvon on October the 15th, so Friday, to go up to a campsite. I'm going to make I will make one video just with, let's talk about correlations between different cases, but anywho, and they drove the 50 miles, 75 k's up to the Quabba blowholes. There's a lighthouse there, there's camping. How you get there is you drive 20 minutes up the Northwestern Highway and turn north or take a left along Blowholes Road and drive another 30 odd minutes. And a lot of people from Carnarvon go up there on the weekends. There's a lot of tourists. But the campground itself, it's not this big built-up campground. It's very isolated. It's wild. There's scrub rather than bush or trees, and there's dunes, and there's the Indian Ocean. There are cabins, you know, all these sort of shacks there, and the family arrived at around 6:30 the Friday evening, and Cleo's put to bed at 8. This is the story. 1:30, Mum is woken up by Cleo to give her some water. She wakes up again, the mother, at 6 a.m. to find the tents open. And anyway, I'll make another video talking about look, you know, when I want to plan things, it's terrible. Now I hate this. Now am I going to delete it? It's horrible. I see the thing, this is the trouble, and this is kind of why I made this video. When I'm just talking and going off about something, there's always in the back of my mind, will people realize that I do know this, or I do know this, or I do know this? And it's a heavy weight, and I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be thinking that. I just want to be able to talk things through, and that's the bottom line. Anyway, take care, and I will see you soon.